18, I started cycling in Colombo for transport because I was living with a friend in Centrally and I was trying to save money. And I realized that as a woman, there are no women cycling on the road, no middle-class women cycling on the road, and it would be a very kind of attention-seeking behavior for me to be cycling. And also, anyway, we all know that walking on the road is already not so fun as a woman. So I had been living in India for 6 years in Pune, and there we have a system when girls are on scooties that we cover our face in a kind of a ninja style. So I adopted this ninja kind of wear to cycle on the street, and this I brought into a series of performance which I called the Roadside Ninja series. It started with me performing this piece called See You See Me inside the Sapumal Gallery in a room with women in saris, in portraits, and I wore the sari because the sari is something that is looked at as what respectable women wear. And this time also there was that conversation about mothers, it being compulsory for mothers to wear sari to come and pick up their children from school and things like that. And for me, I look at the sari as yes, it's respectable, but it also can be very sensual and sexy, this piece of cloth, depending on how you wear it. So I wear the sari, I cover my face, and I make the gaze, because again, like I said, we are scrutinized, we are always looked at, and we have this, we are used to being looked at as women. So I wanted to return the gaze. Also, when people come to see a performance, they come to look at something. So I wanted to look back at the audience and make this act of looking the subject matter. So and then after that, I took it out onto the streets, and once with a couple of women, we walked in the night, and I also went, I have been, even now these days, I'm continuing to walk because the face cover has become quite a controversy since the Easter attacks last year, and now because of COVID, the mixed signals that we get from covering our faces, and the mixed instructions we get to cover or not to cover our face. But also for me, what I wanted to do originally was to hide my identity, to be anonymous, to not be really discerned as a man or a woman, and not being seen, and being able to look back without being identified, to have that choice gave me a lot of power and a sense of freedom, actually. And also the women who kind of performed with me, we've been doing various performances, have told me the same thing, that their experience, especially when we're walking on the streets and reclaiming these spaces, being visibly invisible,